All right, so I accidentally ended the video. They were trying to set up my tripod, but the tripod's set up now. Like once again, we do have the GAF Timberline HGZ in the weathered wood that we are going to be doing a repair with here today. I picked out this shingle here because we do have a delamination going on here, so it is definitely a damaged shingle that we will be replacing. So let's go ahead and get into this. First steps first is we are going to need to get all of the nails out of the old shingle to take it off the roof. So we're gonna have to unseal the sealant strip here. Oh, just kidding. There is no sealant strip there on the bottom, so perfect shingle to pick. We will need to get this sealant strip off as well, which is coming off with ease. Very thankful for that. And let's go ahead and take a peek at where these nails are going to be at. Down here. Right, let's see, is that all of them? Looks like we've got one more. Where's it at? Right there. All right. So, we've got the old shingle out, and like I said, we'll do a little bit of comparing and contrast in here. All right, as you can see, I was lining up those two shingles right there. It does look like we have the same exposure going on here where the water line meets up, as does the bottom of the shingle. So that looks good, as well as the total length of the shingle, or sorry, total height of the shingle does match up. Once again, though, I do want to point out a couple differences going on here. Like I said, this shingle is a lot brighter in color than this shingle. And as we can see here, the newer GAF HGZ nailing strips that are nice and thick here on these new shingles. The old shingles do not have any granulous nailing strips on these shingles. So yeah, let's take a look at the back of these. Set you guys down for a second. Right. Just making sure these are lined up properly. But as you can see, the bottom of this is lined up, as well as the top of it is lined up there. there is a slight difference going on in the laminated sections of these shingles, as well as a different cellophane strip is on the back of these. This is the old shingle, this is the new shingle, as you can tell. This cellophane strip's a lot bigger than the new one. There's just some differences for you in those shingles there. Let's go ahead and put the new shingle in place. Right. So there is one thing that I'd like to point out. I've got the new shingle in place there of the old shingle. There is, again, this goes back to the thing that we started this video out with. There was a difference in the length of these shingles, and as you can see here now, we do have some overlapping going on because the new shingle is longer than these old shingles. Let's take a look actually at these old shingles to see if they were cut to fit the roof properly. So anytime you would see a cut, you're going to start seeing a lot more wear and tear around that area, as shingles are not meant to be cut. So you'll start seeing some fiberglass over the time, whereas it'll look like, you know, something along the lines of this, where this fiberglass has been exposed. You can actually visibly see it. That's what we're going to be looking for, to see if these old shingles have been modified in any type of way. And it looks to me as if these old shingles were not cut or modified in any sort of shape or fashion. So to keep, you know, the same pre-loss conditions here on this roof, I cannot cut or modify any of these shingles because these were not cut or modified beforehand. So we'll just have to see how this repair turns out. I have to get me some nails going here, so give me a second. Oops.